Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Money Method. Today we will learn how to unlock value from those idle long-term stocks sitting in your demat account. We rent out our assets just like our homes and any other assets that we have. So a common example is you rent out the home that you have to earn rental income. Now, we also do this, right? We lend the money that we have to those in need so that, we can earn some interest. So just like these assets, right, we can lend out or rent out the stocks that we have to get a fixed income on them. So in this episode, you will learn what is SLBM, what stocks can be lent, how much can you earn, is it safe to lend out stocks? What about the dividends if you have lent out the shares? What about other things like, corporate actions such as stock splits? Which brokers allow this? And how do you, get this done on a broker like Zerodha? So we'll cover all this in today's episode. So first let's learn what is this thing called SLBM. SLBM stands for Stock Lending and Borrowing Mechanism. It is a facility which allows investors to earn on their idle shares. SLBM, it is facilitated by the National Securities Clearing Corporation of India. The short form is NSCCL. It is the clearing corporation which works for the National Stock Exchange of India, which is NSE. Now NSE, using this infrastructure provides an anonymous trading platform where, everybody like you and me can take the advantage of guaranteed settlement. So basically it provides the lender and the borrower a secured platform to transact without the worry of any of these parties defaulting. Right? By default, it's basically, cheating or running away with your money. That can't happen on this platform. Now, let's take an illustrated example, right? So let's say Nancy has some stocks, right, which she wants to lend. She gives these stocks to NSE and, on the NSE's platform, she finds a willing borrower. Now, the borrower, keeps some margin and takes these stocks, uses it for his purpose, and at the end of the tenure returns these to NSE, and NSE gives these stocks plus the interest fee to Nancy. So this is how essentially Nancy can lend her stocks and earn interest on them. So now you may have this question, right? So what all stocks can be lent via SLBM? Can I just lend out any stock? Right? Is it available for all the stocks? Actually, NSE allows this to just around 350 securities via this mechanism. So all the stocks that are listed on the F&O segment, they are available by default. There are some additional stocks as well. So I have pasted a link in the description, so you can use that link to look at the latest list of the securities. NSE keeps adding and updating this list. So now you may have the question, right? How much can you earn, right? How much money can one make by lending out stocks? So I just happened to look at the BSE page today, right? And there is an insane amount of demand for Yes Bank shares. Now, Yes Bank, is going on through with an FPO, and the price band is much lower than the current price of it. So people are looking at, shorting the stock. So there is an insane amount of demand. So if you look at it, right, so there is a potential yield of 273% for August. So people are looking to, pay like 3 rupees of interest to get a 19 rupee worth stock for a period of 1 month. Now you may say, Yes Bank is it has a lot of controversies. This is not the stock that, I want to keep for the long term. So what is like a realistic, yield? So the latest bids and all are listed on the NSE page. So I just happened to look at it, like, you look at TVS Motor, for example, right? So that's like an average yield of 8.9%. So roughly, you have decent securities where you can make a yield between 5 to 10%. That is like, generally, the realistic amount that you can expect. But now under certain instances, things like Yes Bank, you can make a lot more if you hold such securities. Now you may have this doubt, right? So is this really safe? Right, you are lending your stock, so this is an investment that you own, right? You're giving it to somebody else and it's like anonymous, you don't even know who has your stock, right? So is this really safe? Like I said before, right, the settlement is guaranteed by NSCCL, so it's like truly risk free. So what NSCCL does, right, it acts as a central counterparty. It provides like a financial settlement guarantee for these transactions. So it has like a robust risk management system. It collects adequate margins from participants to cover these risks. So essentially it's like this, right? When somebody borrows from you, they actually catch a hold of some margin money so that, they can't default. So they have those safety measures in place to ensure your stocks are returned to you and your money is given to you. So back to this, right? So it looks like a really good mechanism. You can lend out stocks, right, and in interest. But there are other ways you are already earning on your long-term stocks. So the way you're earning these days is the dividends that the companies announce or the bonus of these shares, right? So if you have lent it to somebody else, will you get these? Actually, yes. So you are not giving the right of the share, right? You are still the long-term owner of the share. So what happens is that when a dividend is issued, right? So the clearing corporation actually collects this cash from the borrower and ensures that, the lender gets his dividend money. Similarly, for stock split, let's say you had lent out 1,000 shares, it got split into two. You will be returned 2,000 shares, right? So it will be split accordingly. Similarly, for bonus shares, the proportionate lending fees are collected from the lender and it's passed on to you. So all these is ensured that the lender is not at a loss when you have given away or lent out the shares. So next question, right? So looks good, I can make money from this. How do I get started? So a lot of brokers, around 50 of the brokers that are there in India, all the famous ones like Zerodha, Kotak Securities, they support this feature. They actually give you this feature. So you can talk to your broker to enable this on your account. I'll leave links on the description for you to get like a new Zerodha account in case you don't have it. And I'll also give a link on how to enable it on an existing Zerodha account in case you have the account. Awesome. So that's what we had to cover today. Hope we have learned something profitable and you would be able to make use of this method to make money from those stocks and those long-term investments that you hold. All right. And do like our video and subscribe to us for more content. Thank you for watching.